Hi everyone, this is Angelica. Thank you so much for watching this video today. This video is going to be about the North Node, primarily. The South Node and the North Node, they're very important in terms of your destiny and your calling in life. And to stay on track with your specific destiny, it's very important that you follow your North Node. Now, I've made a video about this in the past, but I feel there's more now that I can add to this topic as I still continue to work with my own North Node and to see what happens when I don't, when I go into my South Node. So I'll use myself as an example and may bring up some other examples along the way, but my North Node is in Virgo. So I came here. So when I follow those things that have to do with Virgo, my life works really well. Things just flow, things are easy. However, the catch is that it's never easy for us to start doing those things that are in alignment with our North Node because we come here so programmed and so connected to our South Node energies. So my South Node is in Pisces, meaning it's easier for me to fall back into my Pisces nature. So I came here with a vast understanding of spirituality and, you know, the other dimensions and traveling all around in space and, you know, whatever. I come here with just an understanding of that, a knowing of spirituality. It's just always been there for me. However, I'm not supposed to, not that I'm not supposed to talk about spirituality, but I need to make it very practical, as Virgo would do. And another trait is Pisces is all about becoming one with everything, which I do have a sense of that. However, I can get lost in that and I can get caught up in caring so much and being so compassionate that I lose my own sense of self. And I just kind of sacrifice for the greater good of all, which I'm not supposed to be doing again. So you don't want to go into your South Node. What I'm supposed to do is take really good care of myself, be very practical, do practical things, be very healthy, be very consistent with my scheduling and my process. Those are Virgo traits. And so when I do those things, I'm in alignment with my particular destiny and I can move forward and things they just work for me. So, and I've been studying the North Node for many years now. And so I've really had a chance to look at my personality traits and gauge those on when I'm moving forward with my North Node and when I'm not and how that all plays out. So what I do notice is I tend to fall back in my South Node traits when I get really stressed out. I can't figure things out. When I have things coming up, and I'll just escape. And I'll escape into, I guess it's not really spiritual. It might be, it's like maybe more fantasy land rather than practical, you know, checking the mail and filing paperwork type of stuff, which would be Virgo, which it's taken me a long time to get good at those things and to even want to do them or know the benefit of what that will do, checking the mail, you know, things like this. So like I said, it's never easy. It doesn't come naturally for you to want to move into the North Node, but what you feel called to do is move into the North Node. And until you do, your life will be problematic. So a lot of astrologers talk about the North and South Node, and I've researched it extensively. I've noticed other people and their personality traits and how they work with their North and South Node and myself. And what I've noticed is a lot of them say only go to the North Node and don't, you know, don't do this, don't have anything to do with the South Node. But I don't really agree with that necessarily. I feel that the South Node traits that you carry in, they're very beneficial, but they have to be worked through in a way that actually, you know, adds to your path or your destiny. So for me, being spiritual, but grounding that spirituality in the here and now and making that an actual practicality for others. Because I think taking spiritual concepts and making them more real so that people can understand them really makes sense to me. And it really does kind of flow in alignment with the Virgo North Node that I have. So I think it's kind of about merging the two and coming to a resolution where you're actually expressing those South Node traits through your North Node. So another example, I'll just use an example. Oh, first of all, my friend lent me this book and I love it. Jan Spiller, maybe some of you know her because she's a really good astrologer. She wrote this book called Astrology for the Soul, and you can probably just order this on Amazon. It's an excellent book for North Node and the personality traits that people with these particular North Nodes have and the things that they're working through. And it's probably one of the best books I've seen in explaining this, because you read it and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally like that. But if you're a little bit older and you've gone through like your Saturn transit and all of that, you may have a better understanding and grounding into what you're working with and moving forward in your North Node. So say you have like a North Node in Libra and a South Node in Aries. So see how they're total opposites of each other. So for me, my North Node in Virgo is very practical, earthy, regular life things, just staying healthy in a process. And here's Pisces, that's all like one with everything and totally spiritual and totally based in the heart and would sacrifice anything for the good of all. And Virgo's like, no, if we sacrifice the good for all, then how am I going to be taken care of and make sure that I'm okay to be able to take care of, everyone else? So see how they're opposite, but then they both could kind of work together. So anyway, say you had like a North Node in Libra and a South Node in Aries. That energy is very opposite as well, because Aries is all to, yourself. Like, so if you have a South Node in Aries and you've probably spent many lifetimes or whatever, all doing everything yourself, and now this lifetime is about partnerships and seeing that there are other people and, learning about how to come into this world now being in relationship with others and how that's actually going to lead you to your destiny. So someone with a South Node in Aries wouldn't quite have a lot of skill in understanding what it was like to be in partnership with others and work with others in that way. And now this lifetime, this is what they're working on. And so their greatest destiny will come to them through partnerships. But working through all of the things that have to do with your South Node tendencies often is tricky and it takes some work. So if you don't know what your North Node is, you can find out online. You can just type it in, and there's some really great sites online that explain what a North Node is. And it explains like what traits you could have if you have that particular North Node and South Node. However, I would really recommend getting this book because this goes into great detail about, the things that you're really trying to work through and maybe tendencies that you have that you don't even notice that you have. They're just kind of automatic, and they will be problems in you moving forward on your path. And if you have a clear understanding about what's actually taking place, it makes it a little bit easier to deal with. So that's why I'm always trying to educate myself. I'm always trying to figure out new ways to, move through life and with a greater understanding. And I think education has everything to do with that. So if you're always learning and you're always growing, then you will understand more and more. And this is a process. This is a spiritual journey. We're all trying to, keep it very simple in the here and now. And basically, all that's required is for us just to stay kind and be loving to each other and to have compassion and to understand that really at our core, we're all very similar. We're all the same. And we don't have to make these big dramas about everything. We don't have to everybody's always, doing something that's, trying to shake us up or trigger us or whatever. Like, we can just let all that go and be love and be kind. And it's just a basic, it's very simple, just be kind to everyone that comes on your path. And if you don't have the ability to be kind, it almost means, well, it most definitely means that something about that person is reflecting something in you that you have not dealt with yet from the past. So in recognizing that and staying really true to yourself and being in alignment with your own spiritual nature, you can stay kind and loving in every situation, no matter what's going on. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from the situation for a little while, get some perspective, understand yourself, understand why this has affected you the way that it has, and just allow it to go and just still be love, be kind, listen to your heart, keep your heart open, stay vulnerable, and allow allow the universe to take care of you, because all these things are trying to come in and trying to bless you, and the only thing preventing you from actually having all the gifts that you've ever wanted is you. And all you have to do is surrender and just stay in that space of love, and everything will come around. Everything always does come around. And I think we make these big, like, these these little things bigger than they are, and really all that they are is more healing that needs to take place on an inner level. So that's all happening. Everything's great. If you want to study about your North Node, I would suggest doing that, or get a book that explains it a little more, because it will help you in your life. And yes, so there you go. I love you all so very much. I hope you're having a magical day, and I will see you soon. Bye.